happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're doing our annual Thanksgiving hunt. Got the nephew in the blind. My brother-in-law's over here as well. We got a bow, we got a gun, so anything steps out is probably gonna be in trouble. Just gonna sit back here, enjoy the morning, and till we go eat that bird. What day is it?
Thanksgiving.
What are you thankful for?
Tackling a deer.
He's thankful for tackling deer, so we're gonna see if he can catch one this morning.
Scared me.
Well, there was a shot taken. My brother-in-law just unleashed on a big old doe. Looked like she was hit. Her tail was tucked when she left the field. We had 5 of them coming all at once, and they just started pouring right into us. So it's a little scattered, but I think he's got a good shot on her. We're gonna sit back here for a little bit and see what happens, and then go take a look.
Blood. Blood. There she is.
That was a heck of a Thanksgiving morning hunt. We just got the doe out. Ended up throwing over a log and throwing over our shoulders. Had a decent walk out with her, but getting all gutted up now. Gonna get her in the truck, get back home for that Thanksgiving meal. We are back in the truck, heading to Ohio. Had a great hunt with my brother-in-law and nephew yesterday. The nephew went and found the deer for my brother-in-law. It was pretty awesome. But in the truck, we're rolling. Got about another 3 hours till we get down here. Gun season opens Monday, so we're gonna try to get something done before the guns start booming.
Well, it's November 28th down here in Southern Ohio. On some public ground. But we're deep in here this morning. Took us an hour and 10 minutes to walk in. I tried to come in from the other side, which is a little shorter, but it's more uphill. But there's nowhere to park over there, so I had to go in the long way. Took our time, but like I said, it was a long walk. My legs are a little tired.
What's up, guys? So a little change of plans. The wind shifted. It was not good for the spot I was sitting this morning. So I was talking to Cameron, and the wind wasn't good for him either. And today is the 2-year anniversary of him killing Papa's, his big 189. So we're actually gonna go back to the farm and we're gonna hunt together and see what we see.
November public land trips. I think I spent about 14 or 15 days down here. Learned more the last 14, 15 days than I have in probably the past 5 years. Had a great morning. It was about 26 degrees. Had a doe come in after I got the stand all set up. And then heard a deer coming up the hill. And once I looked over, I saw a buck raking a tree. He's about 2.5-year-old 9-pointer that I'm very familiar with. He's actually the buck that blew me out in segment 3. After him, I had a spike horn come in. Him and the 9-point kind of circled each other a little bit. Then spike horn walked off, went down the ridge. 9-point just kind of fed out on the acorns. Got a camera to check, and then gonna get on the road, get back to Michigan. Gotta get my part of segment 4. I'll edit it up for you guys. Just now getting pretty good light here finally. Down in Ohio for our first hit, and we just saw a frickin' giant cruising the fence line over there, tree line over there. And we got the decoy out here in front of us, so just smacked the horns there, see if maybe we can come check it out, but man. Alright, just getting ready to head out for our evening set here. We got about 15 minutes left of light here, so pretty uneventful. Not a single deer. Alright, just breaking daylight our second morning down here in Ohio. Alright, just breaking daylight here down in Ohio with Matt. And this is the first time I've ever hunted this property. He's had it the last couple of years, but tried getting in here in the dark this morning and had a few deer right underneath the stand, but they just kind of worked off a little bit, so didn't really spook, but still don't like bumping them out like that. But we're in the killing tree halfway. This is where Matt killed his biggest buck to date, so hopefully these deer will be up and moving around for us here shortly.
Well, that's gonna do it for our trip down here to Ohio this time. Ended up closing out with, we saw 8-point that we saw, the same one that we saw the other morning. He popped out at like 9:30, but deer just really haven't been moving right now for some reason. I don't know if it's the moon or what it is, but pretty slow action. But at least we had a beautiful view this morning overlooking this valley, so we'll be back down here. Gun season opens tomorrow down here, and probably give it a little bit of time to cool down or calm down from that, and hopefully get some cooler temperatures and get these deer focusing on food a little bit more. And like I said, we ain't done yet, but they're kicking our butt so far down here.
So, segment 4, this is November 23rd, and we're back on my farm. We've been hunting this last few days, and a couple days ago we had a really good sit. We saw a lot of deer. It was actually like really cool to see probably 10 or 15 deer in one sit. It's definitely the most deer I've seen at one time on my farm in a couple years. Yeah, we saw a couple bucks, we saw a bunch of does, you know, some fawns, yearlings, and we didn't see the big buck we're looking for, but it was cool to see that many deer. So we came out again yesterday and we saw about 9 does, and we contemplated shooting one of those does, and I decided not to. She came into she was at 55, I ranged her at 55, and I had her at 45, and I think the closest she got was 42, but she had a deer standing right in front of her, so I couldn't get a shot off. We're out here after my target buck, split brown 9, and he was out here a few different times in October. We got pictures of him on November 7th, and then we got pictures of him on November 14th. He's just a big mainframe 8-pointer, and it's a deer that I would love to kill off of this farm. But yeah, anyways, it's segment 4, and we didn't kill anything in segment 3, so might have to end that streak tonight, so we'll see. Stay with us.
It's November 27th and we're in Michigan. Today I'm going to be heading out to my farm. I just picked up a new redneck blind. It's my first hard shell. I've hunted out of soft shells the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years maybe, at least 4 years. So I'm super excited to have a hard shell that I'm going to be warm in. But today's goal is basically just to get this thing on the trailer and out to my farm, and I'd be really stoked if I can get it set up today, but I don't know if it's going to happen all in the day. I still got to go to Menards, get some lumber, and get the lumber, get it all in the trailer, get it all out there. I'm going to unload everything, come back here and get the Ranger. So I got that out there too. I kind of got a weird plan to how I'm going to get the blind up on the platform. That blind's only 350 pounds. I mean, I drug it off this trailer and into the barn pretty much by myself. It was pretty light, so yeah, I got a full day's worth of work ahead of me. Just got a foot of snow, supposed to be coming next week, November 30th. So kind of trying to prepare for that, because once that snow hits the ground, the deer will be in there hitting my beans. So if I can get this blind set, get it where I want it, hopefully next segment should be right in chips. So got a lot of work today. Sorry for ranting so much. And yeah, so here we go. So we just got to the farm. Tried going to Menards, but it's Black Friday and there was nowhere to park. So we were gonna get some 4x4s to get this thing elevated, but they were closed yesterday on Thanksgiving, and then today you couldn't even park in there. So we called another lumber company, and they're closed for Black Friday. And we want to get this blind set up for next week when that snow hits. So the plan was to get this thing on an elevated platform, but it's not gonna happen today. So we're gonna get it unloaded, pick a spot, I'm gonna get it kind of brushed in a little bit back in here, and just gotta make the best of what we got. And then hopefully if it warms up end of next week or something, maybe we'll come out here with the tractor and try to get this thing elevated. But I guess the goal now is just to get it set up so at least it's hot ready. Plan is to come in this way, come down this little trail I trimmed out, sneak up in here. All right, just got the blind set up. Obviously the plan was to get this thing up 10 foot in the air, but that did not happen today. Doesn't mean it's not gonna happen, but it's just not happening today. So we got her set up. I trimmed a little trail, trimmed up this pine, so I got some good shots out of it. This is the bean field these deer have been hitting recently, so I'm thinking that set up right there, I think it's 50 yards all the way across. Should be good. So a couple days we'll be sneaking back out here to hunt, so excited. Am I in focus? Alright, see what's on those cards. Hopefully that big buck that we had an encounter with a few days ago still made it through, heard a few gunshots, so not super optimistic, but if we get all that snow, we got the food, should be all we need.